Hi, I'm Martin Kelly, president of ISM Insurance Inc., and this is my friend Amy Riley, our consultant specializing in marketing and admissions.
Thanks, Martin. It's great to be here.
Great to be here, too. I appreciate having a few minutes with you, Amy. As you know, I spend a lot of time trying to help schools manage risk, and one way to do that is identifying new trends and patterns. And one that I'm seeing and becoming somewhat concerned about stems from the area of international student programs. Seeing many more claims and complaints and actually lawsuits coming from the parents, and actually schools suing their agents and their consultants that they're using more and more these days. So again, a concerning trend that I'm seeing, and I'm wondering what your take is on that.
So that's interesting because we're seeing an increase in working with schools in the area of enrollment management and looking to the international marketplace as a way of, frankly, filling empty seats. So there can be a real mission purpose reason for engaging in international enrollments, and there may not be. And so that's sort of a trend we're seeing too. So what specifically are you seeing as the problem?
Well, my interpretation of the problem, because we're just starting to see the raw data, is that there's probably lack of clarity in role between the school and the agent. Responsibilities, authorities, who does which piece of it, the student vetting, the onboarding, the transportation, all of the health records and I-forms that have to be conducted, the housing, and home travel. All of those things seem to be perhaps not as clear as necessary.
I can absolutely see where that would be the case, and I suspect it's largely because schools find themselves new in this role. They don't really understand how sweeping the implications are of their decisions. And from our perspective in enrollment management, our key goal is to help schools identify what's their real motivation for pursuing international enrollment. Is it a mission purpose, or is it simply to address declining enrollment? And if it's the latter, there's a really good chance that the school would be far better served to focus like a laser on the inside story and what's happening that might be causing declining enrollment, rather than going to international enrollments as a solution. But certainly we have lots and lots of information and details we can share with schools to help them know what questions they should be asking.
I think that would be a very good idea. And the other subtle concern that I'm developing, as schools seem to be using these agents more and more, there seems to be a shift in either balance or power from the school to the agent. And there are many, many good agents out there, and there are some less good agents. And some of the larger agents seem to be actually becoming the brand rather than the school being the brand. Does that make sense to you as a possibility?
It does. I can actually see how that would happen on the international landscape very easily, because often it's those people on the ground, not the school's people. Sometimes they're going together, sometimes they're working in partnership, but I think it's a real risk in terms of explaining a school's mission and purpose that you're turning that over to the hands of someone else who may or may not represent the same interests you do.
Absolutely. So, well, this sounds like a conversation we should continue, and happily we'll be conducting workshops in the first and second quarter next year, so we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. It's a
Appreciate
pleasure.
the opportunity.